5th anniversary.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So before we go into the after effects of this sleep spell, I want to ask the remainder of the party, what are you doing?
Plotting.
We're on our way. Yeah, we're plotting. We're on the way back to get paid.
Cool.
Yeah, we are.
So you guys have been going on the main road while they've been going on the side road. So as the sleep spell goes off, and the orc on the other side starts shouting out in Orcish, like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck has happened? Oh my god, there's a spellcaster! Holy shit, somebody! All hell breaks loose everywhere. The 4 orcs on the side of the road that aren't, 50 feet off, but are actually just in hiding ready to ambush along the side of the road, pop out to see you guys. And then the 1 orc pops out to see La Sombra with an elven cat, just in regular cat form.
I would like to
And
say that I
Volk
did already
and-
do my animal handling check, and we
Yes,
were
you did.
leaving.
Yes, you did.
So
Yeah.
just a heads up.
Yeah. Which is actually why you're in position for the orc ambush. Because if you guys had stayed and waited, you would have been like 200 feet away from the ambush. But you continued, and both
Job is
parties
fine.
went along. So all hell breaks loose. Why don't we just roll a d10 for the party, and I'll roll a d10 for the orcs, and we'll see who goes first. And
Can we
we'll
roll
just,
2
do everyone
d10s so we can both have our?
What?
Because
Wait,
there's
are we
3
in
of them
danger?
at there. Yeah, we are. There's 3 of
Alright,
us and there's
yeah.
3 of them.
The road party rolls a d10, led by Mooten. The off-road party rolls a d10, led by Volk.
Oh, I thought La Sombra is the leader of my group.
Sure, whatever.
I can
it
roll a
doesn't matter.
D10.
I think the
Anybody
cat's
can roll a
good at
d10.
that
I don't
point.
give a shit.
Yeah. He
Sombra
gets 5.
says-
5. Okay. The Volk orcs roll an 8, and the Moon orcs roll a 9. Okay. So Volk's team first. There's an orc. He's angry. He's freaked out.
So there's just
And,
one, right?
Just one.
Stand
Go.
down. Stand down. You're clearly outmatched by spellcasters.
You
say
cannot
Orcish.
win here. You face La Sombra. I'll brandish my swords.
I aim
Who's
my
it?
bow.
Is Lord Wilmore the third person with them?
Yes, behind
Okay.
him on the horse with a bow.
Okay, you just chill on the horse. The orc goes. He looks at you guys. He'll make
I'm gonna
himself
ready
a
an action to
morale
attack.
Well, I readied my bow too. I said,
Yep. And the orc just puts his hands in the air, gets to his
Good decision.
feet, and
Good
says,
decision.
I
Step
didn't do
away.
anything. I didn't do anything.
That gnome on a stick says different to me.
I didn't put him on the stick. He was already dead when we found him.
who put him on the... Do you know who crucified him then?
No, he wasn't crucified either. He was just dead. Dead next
How
to a
did
hole,
you
but not
find
in the
him?
hole. He was just dead. He was just dead with some paper on him.
Guys, we got 3 minutes to do this.
I do
so-
insight to try to tell if he's.
Yeah, give me a wisdom willpower check. See if you
Can
can
other
piece
people try
together
too
some
because I
lies.
suck at this.
Give me a check.
So everybody else, please also try. Let's see if you believe him.
Look
Correct.
at them trying to believe orcs.
Oh shit!
Wow. Yeah, he seems pretty legit. Looks like they just found the gnome dead, and not him, but some other orc put him on a stick, and he is happy to not fight you.
All right. Very well.
Meanwhile,
Are
on the
these
other
the
scene-
gnomes? Are
Alright.
these the orcs from the Eden?
Oof. Give me a charisma
Don't
check,
you
Rob.
dare say all orcs look alike, Neal.
I am not saying all orcs look alike. I am saying
charisma
that
check.
if you don't know what a person looks, if you've only seen someone once, and then you meet them under a different circumstance, you might not recognize them, orc or human.
But they might be very distinctive. One might have like a really cool eye patch. One
They
might
might.
have like a mohawk.
Yes. So to inject some variability into this, why don't we add a d20 to your charisma score to get a range of what it possibly could have looked like? Said asininely.
So roll my charisma plus a d20.
Yeah. D20
I
plus
just
charisma.
did that. I got 23.
Ah, I see that. Oh my god, and you got a 32.
Well,
yeah.
you beat me.
Yeah, they're the exact same orcs. Yeah, absolutely.
Time to slay some orcs.
Now, on the other side, bursting out from the road are 4 orcs. They leap out surprised, looking for the spellcasters. And they see the 3 of you, and the donkey, and the ale. And they chuckle.
I don't know. It's the ale. It's painted.
They see barrels of ale. They don't know what ale it is, but it's clearly like barrels of
No,
something.
It's
Clearly marked as
covered.
coronavirus.
Yes, it's
I thought you marked it
coronavirus.
Bevmo. I mean, not that they can read
I
either
put-
way.
You put Bevmo over the Radco sign, and then as far as what it is, we wrote coronavirus.
Yeah.
It's okay. They can't. They're not literate. They see
Oh.
barrels in the back of a cart, and they see the 3 of the 6 people that accosted them before, and pulling out their clubs and their axes, they walk towards the cart with a "So we meet again, kids." The first orc goes up to your oxen and tries to just bash it in the head with the axe to
Oh man,
you know,
orcs are
stop your cart.
horrible.
I hope the oxen gets an opportunity attack on him.
It does not. The orc rolls a critical hit on the ox. Yeah.
This is what you guys get for making peace with orcs. They're messing up our ride,
All orcs are bad.
right?
Yeah.
They killed your ox. Don't laugh.
Let's
You're gonna have to pay
see.
Desmond back for this.
Origin, roll me 3d8 for the HP of your ox.
Roll well.
Because it sustains 11 damage.
Ooh.
16.
Actually,
Oh,
12
it's fine.
damage, so it's at 4 HP. But it lives. And then one orc comes after each of you, and it makes an attack against each
We're
of
on
you.
the
So let's
cart.
start. Yeah. So they burst out from the sides. One of them goes to hit your ox, who like takes the shot and starts like grunting and being pissed and scared at the same time. 2 of them come up one side, one of them comes up the other side.
Do we have some
And
cover,
I guess
at
you have a
least?
little bit of cover from the cart. Yeah, you've got some cart cover here. So let's start with our attack roll against Sergej. What's your AC, Sergej?
It is 20.
Holy shit.
Armor, shield proficiency.
Well, then an 18 still does not hit you. The next one comes for Lucas, also known as Wizzled Man,
Yeah.
and rolls
What's
a
my-
6.
Yeah, no, it didn't hit.
Yeah, you can duck behind part of the cart, and it just sinks into the wall of it.
These
And the
motherfuckers
last-
breathe on me. I'm done. Okay, they look at me fucking wrong. All right? Like if a stiff wind comes, I'm done.
Does he have 1 HP back because it's been a day?
Yeah, so he's 2 HP.
Yeah, he's got 2 HP, yeah, because you got healed for 1, and then you rested for a night, so you got another 1. So you should be at 2, and you should have 2 memorized spells. And the last attack roll here is a 7 plus 2 is 9 against the wagon driver. You're okay. The attacks miss, except for, you know, the one that hit the ox, and the one that would have fucking wrecked
Anybody
Sergej if
else.
Sergej wasn't super broken with ridiculous AC.
Wait, so am I alive or
Clerics are
dead?
always broken.
You're alive.
Alive.
They
Good.
missed. And
You got
it's
2
the 3 of
HP.
you who get a retort.
Okay.
All right, we need to
Party's
fuck
turn.
these goddamn orcs up. And I'm
Hell
serious.
yeah.
After we kill these orcs, we're making a fucking example. Okay, we're like putting their heads on sticks on the side of the road to let their orcs family know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, make it happen.
Okay.
All right. What is the? Okay. I have magic missiles. That's it. That's the only defensive spell. I have.
Yeah, which one did you memorize 2 sets of magic missiles today?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Yes,
There
that
we go.
sounds
That's the right answer. You can throw down 4 missiles. Give me 4d20 to hit against. Are you sending them all at the same orc, or are you dividing them up?
Wait, he should have an
No.
extra spell because we had a we had a rest or whatever.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
you should
know
have
if
2 spells.
Yep.
Yeah. You get 4 dice.
Should I do old man? Very old. Should I do 1 or 2 missiles?
As many as you can.
All right. Okay.
So these are all against the same 1 orc?
Oh.
Is what I'm asking. Like, do you get 4
spread that
magic
shit
missiles
out.
that you can fire up all at one. You could do 1 against each different creature. You could do 3 against Lucas, 1 against Sergej. You know, whatever you
Don't
want.
be daft, man. Spread them out.
Spread
Okay.
2.
Sure. Spread out to 2. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds right.
So you'll get the 15 and 7 will hit 1. Well, the 15 will hit 1. The 7 will miss. The 16 will hit another, and the 1 will miss. So roll me 2d6 damage. 1 to the first orc, 1 to the second. Okay.
I don't think that rolled well.
Rolling
yeah,
D.
try 2d6
That's a
instead of
bad roll.
d26.
Roll in 26 and gets a 5.
Boomer.
Oh.
Is that right?
I would have preferred the 5.
Yeah.
That worked.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that is technically correct. The best kind of correct. Here we go. So we have Orc Party 1, Orc Party 2. We've got this one takes 1 damage, and this one takes 2 damage, and those other ones are fine. And this last orc has that. Perfect. All right. Next player in the party. Sergej, Wizzled Man.
They're all alive and chilling, right? With
Yeah,
that
they're all
damage.
fine. They shrug off the attacks like it's nothing. Because they were really bad rolls.
All right, so they came to attack us, right? So they're around the cart.
Yeah, they are surrounding you on the cart.
Are any of them lined up that I could send them into the woods where our other ally was when I cast Fear on them? Or I could technically move a bit without doing opportunity attack.
So if you were in the cart, one of the orc that attacked you is on the side of the cart from whence they came. So you would be able to, if you targeted that orc, they would head back in the direction that they came.
Oh, I'm not saying the direction they came. I'm saying the direction our allies went to the other orcs at the camp.
Same direction.
Oh, okay, then yeah. So I'm gonna cast Fear on that one and play bowling with the rest of our party.
Okay. You cast Fear. He gets a saving throw versus spell. It is a fail, and the orc bolts into the woods.
Bye-bye. 1 down.
Would you roll me a d4 so I can see which orc that was?
Absolutely.
Really appreciate that. This one, okay.
Leader.
Next up, Wizzled Man. What are you gonna do,
I
buddy?
cast the spell
The
that I
spell.
casted last time.
Nahal's
Where I'm
Reckless
trying
Dreamer.
to count. Yeah, where I'm trying to count the orcs though, and then I'm casting Nahal's Reckless Dreamer on that.
All right.
91. Not very good. Target's clothes itch. +2 initiative for 1d10 rounds.
All right. The orcs.
One target or all of them?
Yeah. I mean, he let it go on all last time, so.
No, just because you were trying to count them all last time.
Well, I'm trying to
trying to
count them
count-
all this time again.
Oh, okay. So you make all the
target's
itch.
clothes. Sure. I guess they're all technically the target. They're all itching and scratching, and it's kind of embarrassing and slowing them down a little bit. Let's flip back over to the other side. The other party members, roll me a d10, Lord Wilmore,
Oh,
and beat a 2, which means roll a 1. You do. You guys go first. You got the one guy who's sort of surrendered. When you hear this noise and sort of thing begins to crash through the trees.
well, I'm thinking if the orcs didn't crucify the gnome, it must have been those humans we came across from the cart. No, while we were in the cart.
Or
What?
anyone else?
Or anybody else in the world.
Or maybe
Yeah, but
this
they would
creature
mention it.
that's approaching us. Do I see the creature or whatever's
I
running?
just hear the scream, and I'm.
You don't hear anything. You don't see anything yet. You just heard it. But you got this one guy who's surrendered. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with him?
Oh, I'm just leaving be. Just we've got to bury this body, basically.
I tell him, run for your life. Scramble. Go.
He turns
And,
and bolts.
I will
Yeah.
let you go if you promise to spread the tale of La Sombra and his prowess.
Yep.
Just so
Promise. And he runs.
How he saved the gnome Messiah.
Yeah, totally saved the gnome Messiah. Messy.
And also how sexy he was.
Super sexy.
All right.
Well, what do we do with the gnome
Okay.
Messiah now?
That was overly easy, I
let's-
suppose.
Let us tie up these others.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and tie them. I'm waiting on my horse to see if the creature comes.
You will
Lighting
see it
it.
at the end of the round. So let's flip back to the other side of the party. Can we get a Sergej D10 versus the Orc D10? The Orcs roll a 4. You'll need a 1, 2, or 3 to beat them.
Did you add 2? Doesn't matter.
Does not
Yeah,
matter.
they roll a 6. You guys roll a 10. They go again. One of them has fled in fear. That was the one that was attacking Sergej. So the other one, actually the bull, the ox, gets a gore attack against an orc. And rolls a 13, which will actually
my
hit the
ox.
orc. Yeah, so he
our
gores one of the
ox.
orcs for 7 points of damage. That's a hefty blow.
I'm
The
glad
orc
we named
is
it Orc Slayer.
really surprised by this incoming damage, but lives through it and retaliates with an axe
Hey.
attack against the
Shit.
creature. But the bull now is pulling the cart and like trying to ram this guy with his horns. The orc is slashing at him, trying to keep him at bay, trying to make some successful attacks, but it's not really going anywhere. But this is causing the whole of the cart to move forward. The 2 orcs remaining, one of them next to Pepe and one next to Wiz, will make attacks, but now the cart is moving, so it's going to be slightly harder to hit you guys. Here's the attack against Pepe. It is going to be a 14. The orc hits you across the face with... Oh, actually, hold on. You've got cover and the cart's moving. 2 for cover, maybe 1 or 2 for cart moving, but you only
High
have...
ground?
That won't give you AC. You don't have armor. Do you have armor spell? Do you have any armor?
He had the spell, but
You did have
Dan.
the armor spell, right?
Yeah, but I thought I used both of my spell slots on that missile.
Right.
On
you
one
use-
missile?
No, you use one
but-
spell slot per spell, but the armor spell is
Armor-
something that you cast and forget.
It's
Right?
more
you
than
cast
you
it on
Oh.
yourself, and then you have higher AC for a period of time.
Okay.
So you
But
could
he
have...
had already been down, which means he wouldn't have had it, right?
No, it's
no,
been
because
a day.
armor does not. Does armor dissipate if you go unconscious?
It
That's a
fades
great
after you
question.
take 9 points of damage. If you're
Exactly.
first.
Yeah.
Right, so it's 9 points of damage, and he was brought from 5 to negative, from
Oh,
2 to negative
maybe.
5, so he took 7. There should be 2 points left on the armor spell.
Okay.
Unconsciousness doesn't affect it, so your AC should
Does
be
Itchy give them a
14.
penalty?
Itchy.
The cover from the cart and the cart moving will give him a penalty of 3, so the 14 becomes an 11 versus his 14 AC, which is no bueno. So
Okay.
the remains of your armor spell will deflect it, but if you take 2 points of damage, the armor spell is broken. And that means our attack against Wise Old Man is a 12, which is brought down to a 9 because the cart is moving and you have cover from the cart.
which
So
will
the
not
orcs
hit.
miss both of you.
I'll
And
cast
the
Knowles.
Hulk
This-
goes.
Sorry, just trying to learn. So how do you know like the cover from the cart equals 9 protection, for instance?
So I'm gonna link you to there are like tables and tables and tables of modifiers. So in
know what, I'll
the
just go ahead
Shenanigans
and-
members chat, I'm
I'm just gonna
link
go
you,
ahead and trust you on it. Actually, that sounds like a better plan.
Well, you gotta learn it eventually, so
well,
you
yeah.
can at least look at
the
it.
tables, jeez.
So Dan,
All right.
TLDR for cover, there's like low cover, high cover, etc. They all change it to a certain degree. There's a shit ton of other modifiers as well. But in general, you can just try to like argue, like, oh, I'm fighting. I guess I'd have this, I'd have that, and the DM will just tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh,
look
so
at that
negotiating.
thing
Okay.
I linked
All right,
you
good.
in
Negotiate the
Shenanigans
fight.
members, you'll
All right.
see that there is a thing called cover and concealment in the middle column. And if you are behind 25% of your body is behind cover, then they have a penalty of 2 to hit you. If 50% of your body is behind cover, it's a penalty of 4, so forth and so on. And there
All
are
right, fair enough.
tables and tables.
And you have a lot of that on your character sheet as well.
So I can't really do fuck all then. So I have no more spells left to cast. All I can
You
do is
have
use my dagger.
one spell left. You
only cast
you memorize
magic
2
once?
spells and you cast 1
Oh, I
magic
thought I
missile.
thought I casted it twice. Okay, gotcha.
No.
gotcha.
You can only cast 1 spell per round. Yeah. So
Um,
it is the 3 of you who get to go. Any order, please.
I'll cast Nahals. Same thing as before, and I can just. We need a good one here.
You know there's no good
40.
ones, right? Or like
42.
there's like 3 good ones in the 100.
I love
That's
it.
not-
Don't you play a wild wizard in Dicing with Death now?
Nope. All magic
All
weapons
magical
within 30
weapons.
feet of the caster are increased by +2 for 1 turn. Which, for those of you new to 2nd edition, 1 turn is 10 rounds
10
because that's
rounds.
how the world makes sense.
Would my staff of itching be a magical weapon?
You don't have a staff of itching.
I have a
He
wand
does
of
have a
itching?
staff of itching. Look at his character sheet. He was given it at his end of the last episode.
You have a staff
Now-
of itching.
Now again,
It's a
we've already
wand of
determined what it
itching.
is.
But
It's a wand each.
It's some
It
poison
might
ivy.
be a branch of poison oak.
It's
Yeah, it's
definitely a branch
it's
of poison oak.
oak. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a magic item. That's just
I
a
tried my
stick.
best.
That's just a
But it's
stick with
magical
really
now.
gross oils.
It's magical now, though, according to
It's a weapon now.
yeah.
I can try casting. So hypnotism kind of allows me to give them something they might do. So I'm going to try and hypnotize one into suggesting that they go off into the forest to see what was wrong with that first orc that ran off.
And I'm just gonna slice with my scimitar on my turn.
Hypnotism does require a reasonable suggestion.
Mm.
Maybe you should go get your friend.
And he speaks Orcish.
And you speak Orcish.
This is a great plan, Dan. I
He'll
like
get
it.
a saving throw versus spell to see if he can shrug off the magic. No, I gotta check his saving throw. This is a high roll. But it is not high enough. The orc, here's your suggestion. How do you describe this activity for me?
I don't know exactly how this works, but I'd be like, listen, your friend may have seen something that you didn't see. Like, you need to go ask him what's going on because, like, you might be, like, there might be 100 guys behind this cart you're not seeing or something. I don't know. Or there's a dinosaur. There's a dinosaur in the bush that you didn't see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. You give him a reasonable suggestion, and he fails his saving throw, and he contemplates the action for a moment, and then he's like, there could be 100. They said there was a spellcaster. Holy shit, we gotta go check it out. And he'll, on his next turn, he will head back there to do that. That's everybody in the party? Let's flip back to the
haven't
other
swung or anything
side.
yet.
Oh, you haven't swung it. I'm so sorry. I'm not
Yeah,
trying
I
to
just
skip
thought I
a
was
turn.
going to. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna swing at someone.
Okay.
Cool. Nope.
Ooh.
3
3.
is a terrible, terrible attack. You
This is
should
why I'm a
be
caster.
ashamed of yourself.
I hope our ox fucking books it.
I thought that's what he was doing, no?
That's right.
Oh, he's going slowly in one direction.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So you need to do an animal handling check to get it in
Back
order.
on the other side, at the end of the round, the feared orc like breaks into the camp where Volk and La Sombra are tying up orcs.
Mhm.
Lord Wilmore, you were waiting for this moment. You stayed upon your horse. You see the orc burst into view. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's just one orc?
Just one orc.
Okay, I charge with my horse into him with my Volge.
All right, give me a roll to hit. I think your Volge can function as a lance for charging. I do believe they are very lance-like, so give me that roll to hit. If you hit, you will do double damage. If you crit, you will do quadruple damage. Roll
Hold
high.
on, just give me a second.
Roll so high.
Do I roll initiative or attack? Attack, right?
Just attack. Just attack, yeah.
Oh,
Even with the 2 for charging and the 1 for being mounted, that'll bring you to 8, and you still miss the orc. He stops short, your horse goes past through the camp, and then the orc runs past La Sombra, who looks up from the tying, past Volk, who looks up from the tying, but you guys have rope in your hands. There's no room for opportunity attacks. You're in the middle of tying up these orcs. You can't
Yeah.
tie up an orc while holding a weapon, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just keeps running through the camp.
Yeah.
How long does this spell
Oh.
last, Sergej?
You gotta roll for a length, but quite a while. So like 1 to 4
what's the
turns, if I
duration?
recall.
How many?
I will 1d4 rounds. So
1 round. Oh,
might be
okay. So he
over right
runs
now.
through the camp, and I guess
Stops?
he'll stop running at his next turn.
My
So
bowling's
the
great.
3 of you on this side, it's your turn again. The orcs are all fled or tied up. What do you want to do?
The orc just ran past us here.
Well, it's feared, so
Yep.
it just runs past us.
Not feared anymore.
One orc ran away, the one that surrendered, and this is a different orc just bolting through the camp from nowhere, basically. He just like appears and
Yeah.
runs through the camp screaming.
We must stand ready, and I'll stand up and draw my swords again
Uh,
and be ready to attack.
I'll draw my bow.
More orcs that happen to run past us. I'm just basically staying on alert because
yeah, I ready my bow.
I don't know where
Okay.
that orc came from. I don't know why it ran past us.
What about you, Lord Wilmore?
I am on a lookout. If I see another orc, I'm gonna charge him down.
Alright. So the three of you guys just like take the camp, stay on high alert, keep your weapons ready, but don't go after anything. Just keep
Do I
yourself ready
see-
for action.
How many do I see? Like sleeping bags or bedding or anything? Can I take a guess at how many orcs there are?
Well, you recognize this group of 4 from the inn, so it makes sense that there would be 8 of them. There is like a camp set up with logs to sit on and a fireplace, but there's not actually like tents or bedding. So they're roughing it. They're roughing it
All right,
hard.
I'm assuming that all 8 are here then.
Okay. Back on the other side, let's get a D10 between the party and the orcs. Dan, it's your turn. You need to roll lower than a 10. Lower than a 10.
What am I rolling?
A D10. 5 is less than 10. You guys go first.
Casting the last one.
Your last in Hall's Reckless Dreamer.
99.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah, these rolls.
It's gonna be a fireball.
I like how we all say "oh" as if we know what it is, but we
not
have no
good.
idea.
It's a
what it
high
is.
I
number.
got no idea. I'd have to look it up.
The spell has a minimum duration of 1 turn. Okay.
Okay, that's already a lot.
So you can count the orcs.
For a
And
whole turn.
You can keep counting them
Yeah.
over and over again.
I just want to make sure that I got it right. Thank you.
for what is that, an hour, I think?
10 minutes.
Okay.
It'd be very
Wait.
interesting if he cast fireball and it lasted 1 turn.
Yeah, it would just create a burning ball of fire that just like sits in the spot where it was supposed to explode for a full turn.
So he's just counting them over and over again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
so
worry
he's
about what I'm doing.
He's casting the spell called Hornug's Guess, which like basically it allows you to guesstimate the number of things. Granted, there were only 4 orcs to begin with, and now it's down to 2, so it's really easy.
The reason I'm casting it is because it's like it'll like AoE the Nahal's Reckless Dwemer in theory. So like,
Uh-huh.
All right. So there's 2 orcs left.
Yeah.
our Ox
do we have
has
any?
to go too.
Do we have any paints left?
Yeah,
I don't
lots
know.
of paint.
Can I take some paint, which is flammable, and throw it on? Because all I have left is a dagger, which doesn't do shit. So throw some paint on one of these orcs and light that on fire.
Yeah, you can reach over because I think you said no, you weren't driving. Wiz was driving, so you're in the back of the cart. So there's like a paint bucket right next to you, and you can use it and splash it on the orc. Roll me a 1d20. This is sort of an AoE weapon, so all you need is like a 6 or better to hit the orc. And you do. The paint goes
fresh from then.
everywhere. Oh, maybe the save breath weapon would have been better
What
than
color is the paint?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Is he blinded?
fails anyway.
I think we would have done red, right,
Red?
for coronavirus.
Yeah, red.
Fair.
Red's fine.
Okay.
Christmas orcs.
All right. Well, there is now red paint all over the orc's face and body. He'll
That
have
sounds
to-
like blinding.
Did it
It
splash
is,
to any of the other orc too, or just one?
No, because I think I know we didn't describe it very well, but 4 orcs came. The other one is still dealing with the ox at the front. So this is the only orc
All right.
adjacent.
All right.
Okay. Wiz.
What's our Ox do?
No, Wiz
Alrighty,
already moved. You already did. Sergej.
Yeah. I'm committed to this scimitar. I'm gonna go for the blinded paint one. All right. I wanna cut them up because I've never been able to cut stuff up before.
Okay.
I click the button. I'll click again, I guess. Oof.
Chip,
Is
buddy.
it possible to me get my modifiers on this or not? High ground. He's blinded. I have +1 because an orc, and fuck orcs because I'm a dwarf.
What?
Yeah. Dwarves get +1 against orcs.
Isn't it a one?
Are you lying to
Dumbass
me?
Neal, how did you not know that? That's in the first edition rulebook. That's carried over to 2e.
Whoa.
You can't trust Chip.
What? Have I ever lied about a rule?
There's a difference between lying and just being wrong.
True.
Even I know
I
this
took
rule.
this from the Regal Goblin Wikipedia.
That's what I
I
saw
don't
it in
run
too.
a
Oh my god.
Wikipedia. I run a wiki.
I got it from the Royal Goblin Wiki. There we go.
Yeah, I copied that from the 2e racial information.
There it is.
However, it
That's
doesn't
where
mean
it's from.
Neal uses that. That's rules as
Well,
written.
let's see. Let's see. Or
Melee
in
combat.
melee,
have
dwarves
a
add +1
+1.
to their die rolls to hit orcs, half-orcs, hobgoblins, and hobgoblins.
Because fuck orcs.
well, there's
I'll
the
have to
lore
remember
is
that.
that orcs are dwarves and orcs are used to fighting each other, and they have some racial advantages here. So that's a 5+1 for hating orcs, brings you to a 6.
Then we have
The
high ground.
orc is temporarily blinded, which drops his AC by 4.
Mm-hmm. This is the highest I've ever been.
I don't know if it matters, but he's also itching.
True.
Yeah, that just gives initiative penalty AC.
Yeah.
God, this
so
orc is
5,
fucked up.
6, 7
Blind,
to hit.
itching, paint
Yes.
all over himself.
Dude,
His enemy.
He has AC
Looking at him.
13, so his AC goes down to 9, and you
Okay.
roll a 7.
Okay.
Can you lawyer another +2?
He's
Dan
scared.
threw paint at him, so it might be a flank
Yeah.
attack.
Do a morale check.
Flank
He's
attack
all by
would
himself.
bring it
Fear.
to 8 over 9.
And high ground.
High
He
ground's
should
already
be fearful,
included
right?
here.
Okay.
The last one alive?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's
Morale
also
check, yeah.
guesstimated.
His friends ran away from him.
Yeah, he's it. Got
I didn't
3.
see that. He's blind.
Yeah, but he knows that they were
He
gone.
saw it
before.
earlier. He saw it the round before.
His morale is really low because he doesn't approve
Not
of
only
fucking
did he
with the
see
gnome
one
Jesus.
friend leave, he saw
Yeah.
another friend leave as well. From
All
that
right.
side of the cart.
All right.
Just give it to him.
Dan, roll me a 2d4. If you can roll, I'm sorry, a 2d10. If you can roll higher than 13, he is afraid enough that
You
he'll
got
lose a
this.
point of AC. No, 2d10, not
Wait.
D210.
2D.
Your fingers are too fast
That's
for
a
your own good, buddy.
horrible roll, by the way.
The big rolls are always so bad. That's the worst part.
That is greater than 13.
is.
He is afraid. You will hit him then, Chip.
Hey, I get to hit something with a sword.
2
I
damage.
did it.
All of that arguing for 2 points of damage.
It was a
Hope
pride
you're
thing. Neal.
satisfied.
I am.
We need to light this fucker on fire.
That
don't
could have
have
been a
any
better
fire
option.
Okay. The orc goes. He will take his turn to clear
Wait,
the
you
paint
skipped
from
our
his
ox.
face. Oh, you're right. I also skipped the orc. Oh yeah, we skipped the ox. Okay, so the ox goes with a 2, completely missing the orc. The orc on the ox will roll a 1, completely missing the ox. The guy with the paint takes his turn to like clear the paint from his face, tosses it down to the ground, takes a disengages from you while he does this, so he gets clear and free from you.
I give him
And-
the finger.
I show him my
Yeah.
ass cheeks.
I'm trying to make him not attack you, Dan.
I'm gonna take that finger. I'm gonna shove it up that ass. And back on the other side of the road, the rest of the party very peaceful in the woods. The
Boring.
orc that fled has his fear wear off. He fails his morale check, but keeps running. And you guys are just, what do you guys want to do? It's fine. It's totally fine over here.
Well, that orc said the orcs hadn't done the crucifixion, so that means whoever crucified your Messiah has to be someone else. I do think it's that other group because they didn't mention it.
I thought they were the ones who told us
He
about the
didn't
gnome.
seem fond of
Yeah, well, they did. Yeah,
Just like how we told him about the orcs, right?
yeah,
True.
yeah. But then again, I can't prove anything.
So you
It
guys
could
just
also
chill?
have been our friends. They had very, very bad things to say about gnomes.
No, they're with us at the time, so they couldn't have done it.
I don't know. They are very tricky. They could perhaps have been ethereal and gone up and I don't know.
Yeah, and so you're admitting that they're our friends, so you are the same person?
No, I meant like they're your friend and we're friends.
Okay. You're a different person. Got
My
it.
friends are your friends, and I love you, and you love me. And
I think that's our 1 minute, Neal.
it all makes sense.
You guys are just chilling. It's just
Yeah.
fine.
I'm
All right.
waiting. I'm
readying
assuming
attacks.
like that orc that ran by was like maybe going to get his friends. There's at least 3 more orcs that we don't know where they are.
Back to the dangerous side of things.
1d10?
Say 8. Yeah, or no, there you go. You can do it, whiz old man. Roll me a d10.
5.
5 will do it. You will go first. You've got the one
I'm
orc
going-
in front of the with ox, and the one that stepped away and is threatened to cut off a finger and shove it up the butt.
I'm gonna attempt to use animal handling and steer this motherfucker out of here. And just
I want to
run.
attack before we're gone.
Yeah, if you want to do that,
Okay.
you can go
Yeah,
first.
Give me your very best check here.
All right, here we go.
Holy shit.
There we go. Now I hit.
Holy shit, a natural 20 and a natural 19. Well, you can spur the ox on to just ignore this fucker and drive forward. Meanwhile, Chip uses the momentum of the cart moving forward to bring his saber,
Yeah, arming sword that I got off the
arming
Desmond.
sword, right against the side of the orc. Roll me.
Do I do it twice because it's a crit?
It does have 13 AC. You rolled a 19. It is a crit.
Plus
Roll me another
racial
D8.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Roll me another D8.
Okay.
Okay, 9 damage. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You bring the hork's head off his shoulders. The other orc that is next to the ox will take his attack of opportunity as the ox moves away.
Ooh, no.
He will roll a 6 plus 2 is an 8 against the ox's 13 AC, maybe even another 2 for back attack, brings it 10 versus 13. The orc misses the ox, does not hit the reins either, nor the bridle, and you guys begin to pull away. He shouts at you, he curses at you, and then he realizes he can just walk after you, because the ox doesn't run very quickly.
To be
And
fair,
so-
I had a natural 20. I hope I kicked my ox into gear, who's fleeing for his life on 4 HP.
I think he means the
You-
speed of an ox normally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the oxes don't move that fast.
Yeah.
You know,
Well.
and they take a little while to get up and going, and he's got the cart and the slow acceleration. There's a lot of inertia involved. So the orc runs up behind the cart, hops into the cart,
I
and
haven't
swings at
taken my
Sergej.
turn yet, though, right?
No,
Or-
high
Oh.
ground. True.
Yes, you haven't
Dan.
taken your turn yet, Dan. Go ahead.
That's why you have the dagger.
You got this.
No, I think the better solution here is second can of paint. We're gonna do it. We're gonna blind this motherfucker too. He's not jumping anywhere if he's blind.
All right, he's running up behind the cart, trying to jump in. When you grab a can of paint and roll me a d20 as you throw it at him,
Not a one, not a one, not a one. Okay.
you flash it all over his face. He has to stop because he can't see where he's going, and the cart pulls away into the distance, leaving the orc covered in paint with his painted dead brethren.
Good.
The party escapes.
Art.
I only wish that we could have cut off their heads and mounted it to the front of this horse so that everyone could see.
Still good.
Right. You narrowly escape. I take it you're not going back for the others.
We're bringing this back to Desmond.
You're ignoring the 3 other members of your party. You're leaving them alone in the
We have a
woods.
mission.
We have a
We'll figure
mission.
it out.
Leaving-
They knew what they were getting into.
I just want to
We
hear
handled
the
ours.
confirmation.
Yes,
that
we're
you're
leaving them.
Thank you.
They need the
I think we can
exercise
cast up
anyways.
to an ox.
Especially that sexy chick, Jill. I like that ass.
Excellent. Excellent. You guys will get back to Berkshire, no problem.
Well, hang
you
on.
can-
I mean, we can catch up with them.
They could catch up, probably.
Yeah, if you get past
Okay.
the other orc, though.
We do have a
All right.
person on horseback.
That's true.
True.
The 3 of you, what do you do?
So what do we do
Check
first?
the orc camp for any treasure.
Yeah, you can find some treasure here. Totally.
All right.
Much.
You find a single half-carved jade gemstone. It looks like it was in the process of being turned from a raw gemstone into like a skull, but the person only got halfway done with it. So it's the front half of a skull, and then the back half is like unworked jade.
As a merchant, would I know its worth?
Ooh, you're a merchant? I thought you were a lord.
Well,
Are you
both.
both? Okay.
Well, both and none at the same time. It's yeah.
Just the merchant background.
But yes, I do. I swapped it. Yeah.
What? So how are you a lord then?
Fuck. Have you read the book?
So you don't have an appraisal skill, is what I'm seeing. You are not a proficient appraiser.
You
have
I should be because I've switched it
cobbling.
for-
You have
I've switched cobbling.
shoemaking.
No, I've switched that.
Why?
With appraising.
It's on your character sheet though.
I didn't. I forgot to change it because I kept the old.
Cobbling Lord.
No.
Is
Great
shoemaking
it's appraisal.
noble?
No, that was a previous character.
But it's Lord Wilmore, right? Here it is.
It sounds
Hold
like it's
on.
fact. It sounds like it's on the sheet.
My God,
It's
look at that! It
fixed
just
now.
changed. Just the character sheet just
Wow.
updated. Wow, I guess he had appraisal all along. Rake me an appraisal check.
Sure.
Well, I can.
It's not Dex, right? It's Will, I think, or Charisma.
I don't know. You're the appraiser.
Yeah, you tell me, man.
Charisma.
It's
Hold on.
charisma. Okay, sure. Roll me a d20. Roll me that appraisal check.
Ooh.
Damn it, he actually passed.
Oh.
I was certain that this was going to fail. Yeah, it's a jade gemstone. Of course it's valuable. It's totally valuable.
Yeah, but I know
it's jade.
it's exact worth in gold, right?
Exact.
Sort
And now
of.
Neal switched
I
it. It's a
don't know
pink
about
gemstone. It's zero.
exact
Fuck off.
worth.
Well, hold on. Like I'm
It's
comparing
exact
it to.
worth is subjective here.
I'm comparing it to the jewels they have in the other campaign where they paid 500 gold and they know how much there was, plus minus.
Yeah, but they
20%
went and
-ish.
bought those, so they know exactly how much it's worth. This is an unfinished jade piece here. You have
But
to
I
set
am
the
a
value.
merchant, so I kind of know
You're
the
a
value.
lord who
You
just
didn't
like
get within a
switched your
certain percentage of the
literacy
value.
for appraisal. No, not literacy. What was the other skill that was
Cobbling.
before this?
Cobbling.
No, he's cobbling is here. He lost
Wait,
something
he's
else.
still
Now he's got
lucky.
Wait,
literacy,
no?
appraisal, horseback riding, and cobbling.
Hold on, I gotta fix that.
Forever a
All
cobbler.
right, there we go.
Doesn't the appraisal skill like success give value within a certain percent?
issue is Neal
Prestidigitation
doesn't
was the other
know.
one that you had. Okay.
I still have that one though.
Okay. Yeah, this could easily, if it was finished, it could probably fetch up to 50 gold. If it's unfinished, it could probably fetch around 20 gold.
Garbage.
Or, I mean, okay, cool. We'll take it.
Yeah, it's plus or minus 10%.
Okay. Yeah, I
Alright.
stand by my numbers then.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Riding.
Yeah, we're riding back.
Us two. Hmm.
Well, I mean, these orcs are going to wake up at some point. They're tied up.
You've defeated them.
Except for that one on the road.
So when they wake up,
Hmm.
I say, we have spared some of your companions. If you promise to tell others of the mighty deeds of La Sombra, I shall leave you for your friends to release you. Do you swear?
Do I swear to what?
To spread the word far and wide of the mighty deeds of La Sombra. Here is what I am thinking. Right now, you were to come back and tell your friends, oh, we were like beaten up by a couple of people and it's really, really embarrassing and we're dishonored. That would not be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would tell others that the mighty La Sombra, dressed in black, like the night in the middle of the day, swooped down on a rope, and he was like super cool and super mighty, and there was no way that you could stand against the mighty hero, then you sound pretty cool.
Okay. So you'll let us go if we just say that you were so mighty that we couldn't defeat you?
Yes, tell others, like when you go to an inn or something like that, tell others about the might of La Sombra. Sure to
The Som-
include how sexy you are.
The Sombra.
La Sombra.
This
The
is La
Sombra.
Sombra.
I am La Sombra.
Okay. Got it. I'll say that the elf Sombra.
He was La Sombra, and he was very mighty and even more sexy.
Mighty and we can't lose to a sexy elf. I'm sorry. We can't do that. No deal.
Okay, can you?
You can say that that others might find him very sexy. But it didn't really do a thing for you.
Can I say graceful? Can I say graceful?
You can say with cat-like agility.
I can do that.
Excellent.
Like a puny cat, like a really puny, graceful cat that like mightily swung out of the trees and took us by surprise when we weren't ready. You know, an unfair fight against a warrior that was too good for us.
Sounds excellent.
Okay.
We shall leave you for your companions to find then.
I've got one question.
Yes.
Yeah. Why was the gnome crucified?
Oh.
So did you guys do it?
You told me he was crucified.
I'm asking all the other. So none of the orcs know about the crucifixion.
Oh, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, was it 2 people that did it?
Yeah, it must have been them. All right. Thank you.
Okay. So you're gonna let us go now?
Yeah.
Yes, we will leave you tied up, but your friends will be back soon.
What, you gonna let us go though, right?
You're tied up. Your friends will be back to untie you.
They sit quietly.
You were unconscious. One of your friends went running right through the camp. He was very scared.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Okay.
I mean, your friend.
Well then.
You correct?
Yeah, and there's this animation, Neal. I just linked it to you. Someone made an animation of the bar scene.
Oh, lovely. I'll take a look at that after our session wraps up.
Also,
all right.
Stop trying to rob people on the road. It is very rude. I expected better.
I'm sorry. I was just playing with a corpse, and you knocked me unconscious. I wasn't robbing anybody.
Well, I expect very, very much for you, and I do not wish to be disappointed. If I am disappointed, I will be back.
Dad?
And I shall be even more sexy than before.
Is that you, Dad? Says now that you look at him, actually he is a half orc.
Saying that to who?
You realize that he's actually a half orc, not a full-fledged orc.
Well, the summer's like 19, so I'm guessing no.
Okay, probably not. Okay. All right, the party can peace out.
Although I am so sexy, it transcends time, so it is possible.
Oh my god.
So does that one orc from the road come back and kill them right now? Because I mean, I'm just asking.
Pregnant.
No, he kept running.
Okay. Wait, why was he running?
Well, he was frightened, and then he runs into his party.
No, the last one that we left.
Oh,
Well,
the
we
one
left
covered with paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's busy with the, his other buddies binding their wounds and trying to keep them alive.
Okay, checking for a friend.
Yeah. All right, the party gets back to Berkshire.
Take my sword and slash an L into a tree. I say, remember. And then we can go catch up with the rest of the group.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll let them on our wagon.
I imagine we can catch them.
The party
wagon
ends
Our
up
wagon.
at Berkshire. You head back to Shenanigans.
Impressed
All
with
is
my
well
driving.
with the world. Desmond sees you guys coming in, looking a little worse for wear. Maybe a little bit of paint splashed on some of you guys. The wagon's definitely got paint splashed in the back of it, on the sides of it, because paint just gets everywhere if you knock it over or splash it anywhere. And
So Sombra disappears behind a bush somewhere, and Jill appears a bit later, going, "Oh, did you guys see it? I thought I saw Sombra go by."
Oh yeah, it's Lasombra helped us out. You missed it.
We saw.
Always seems to show up at just the right time.
Is her cat on the cart?
Yes, the cat has come with you.
We have our cat right here.
Has a cat just like this, doesn't he?
Yeah, Lasombra has a elven cat as well.
That's why I got this one, because Lasombra was just so cool with his elven cat.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Desmond's like, you just found an elven cat?
Pay me my money, Desmond. Enough of your bullshit.
Hey, where's the magic items?
Yeah, I want that magic item then.
What magic item?
Pepe. I talked to Pepe, not to.
Oh, okay.
Don't I have? I believe I have a spell of quick retreat. Is that accurate?
If you
I
want
do
to
believe you
get your share.
burned
gonna
all
go
your
ahead and-
spells right now today.
I'm gonna take a quick nap. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Desmond gives you 180 gold.
Okay.
Gives it to you, Dan. What do you do with it? Gives it to you in full
He
view of
doesn't
your
get
party
it.
members.
Hey mate, we need our gold or our magic items.
I split it up equally. Like a good
Everyone
guy I
add
am.
30 gold to your character sheets.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Good guy, Dan.
All right. And that'll about wrap up our session for today. Congratulations, everybody. It was a milk run that got very, very complicated. And it worked out in the end.
You
I
hear
think
any word of a gnome messiah?
I don't know how to tell you that he's not Jesus. He's just a dead gnome.
And how much is it to buy everybody around?
Was he Neal? Was he?
Yeah, he was
You may
just a
never
regular.
know.
He was just a regular gnome.
Yes,
What about
had
the,
been gnome craftsperson, maybe working in wood. Certainly not a messiah or anything.
Sorry, this image that someone made is too fucking funny. Obviously,
Hell yeah.
you know,
The animation?
yeah, that was amazing.
animation's so good. You
Yeah,
showed it on
it's so
stream or
funny.
something. It's a GIF file.
What about the XP, of course?
Oh, experience points. That's kind of a thing in this game sometimes. Let's see what this animation is.
That's amazing that this person made this.
All right, so I bought
don't
you
know
all
how they
around
did it
here.
so
Do you
quick.
drink it?
Hold on. Everyone's gonna. That's pretty solid.
Pretty good
XP,
work.
right? There were 8 orcs that you guys defeated. So
We defeated that lady in the tavern.
she was not a threat to you. Do not get experience for killing innocent people who pose no threat.
Well, her presence threatened me.
To be fair,
You can
she was
get
basically
experience for
fighting
the
Biden.
quest.
And the quest, yeah.
Yep, you'll get quest XP, orc XP. You'll get role playing experience, because this was definitely an experience for everybody.
Was it
And-
We
related?
investigated. We found out about no messiah. That's XP.
You made up a
found
story
Neal.
about a gnome.
Do we get
He gave him the
anniversary?
proper feudal right that a gnome deserves.
Anniversary XP. since
You
the
shoved
5th
him
year
in a bush.
That a gnome deserves.
that a gnome
Oh
deserves.
my
He's
God.
That a
correct.
gnome deserves.
You're gonna make us lose points here, Chips. Shush.
All right. Divided between 6 players, everybody can take home 258 experience points.
Wait, what about the orcs?
That includes the orcs. You just have to.
It's
It's a
divided by
bunch
6,
of experience,
that's
but it's got to be divided
Ah.
between each person, which unfortunately gives it down to what I say, 283. So on the front page of everyone's character sheet, you can find it. The XP tab, and
Put 258 in there.
250, 283. Yeah. 253, 283. I don't remember
You
what I
said
said.
258. How much you got?
Two five- just make
258.
it
Okay.
even.
I don't fucking know.
We'll just make
Some
it
amount of
even
experience.
583.
All right.
I think it's
94
823
more
actually.
experience for each of my classes. On my way to 10th level.
All right. And I think with that, we will wrap up today's session of Shenanigans. Congratulations, everybody, for surviving, sort of. And we'll see you all next time with a little more Shenanigans. Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Right.